All right, we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, what's good? Welcome to another episode of Chopping It Up Chicago with your
hmm
boy Big Bro
And your girl BK. Hey, family. How is life? How's everyone doing? I'm
Butterscotch
good.
Kisses. Yes.
That's right.
Listen, man, this is a very special episode because we get to kick it with a couple of my homies, like my brothers, my brethren, man. We've
First
been
of all,
kicking
I know at least one of them too. So I'm
it.
gonna say I'm by association, I know somebody too. You know.
Yeah, earlier this year we already had Rich Law with us. Rich Law came through and talked to us about Woke, the album. That's been in heavy rotation with us. And then we also got a friend of the show, a gentleman who's been down with us since day one, Young
hmm
Blaze.
Look at that picture. Okay, sexy. We see you. We see you.
I would say
Yes,
sexy, but
I said it. So that's all that matters.
so we gonna chop it up with them, man. This is one of my favorite things to do is interview people on Chopping It Up Chicago. This is what it's all about. But
Yes.
y'all already know, y'all gotta check out the intro.
hmm
All right, BK, I'm gonna let you decide which one of these gentlemen we bring in first.
Don't you know what I would like to throw out there? Do not be upset if you get picked last. It's not that I don't love you, okay? Maybe it is, but that's okay. We're gonna bring friend of the show, Young Blaze, because I know more about him. I'm just gonna be honest. Let's do
Young Blaze, what's good, my guy?
Hey.
What's up, people? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. And I still hate your beard, man. My beard just stopped right here, you know.
Yeah. Fruits and berries.
Hey
Wow.
man, what you been up to, my guy?
Man, I've been doing a lot, man. I turned into like an Amazon of entertainment, man. From doing music, producing, filming, engineering, scoring. It's been pretty dope. I cannot complain.
Okay. Scoring, all of that stuff. And you recently just shot a commercial, correct?
Yes, I did for Chef Rick Bayless. He has a really dope program, impact program where they take a lot of kids from the inner city that need opportunities to be in that field of understanding how to cook, becoming chefs, and
Mhm.
they get dope internships. So, yeah, I thought it was a super dope idea.
That's
So, did he
dope,
give you
man.
any tips on how to cook anything?
You know what? Hungry Man's, you put them at 4 minutes instead of five.
First of all, go sit in the
uh,
corner. You were in
uh,
timeout. How dare you? A
You know,
hungry
Jesus.
man after talking to a chef? No, no, sir.
yeah,
No, no.
No,
None of
man.
that.
All right, so we got you in the building, man. You and our next guest, we're gonna bring him in a few seconds. You guys are putting out a brand new track called Rewind It Back. We're not gonna get too deep into that because we just gonna bring Rich Law in the building.
What's happening, man? What's good?
Look at my man, looking like Cool Mo D, all the
Yeah,
fat boys.
I had to get in character, man. That's
awesome.
what
Yeah,
popping over.
Rich Law. So tell us a little bit more about what you've been up to before we get into this track. Rewind it back.
For the most part, still, trying to stay consistent with the music. I run a small little trucking business now, as far as delivery. So it's called Rich Law Logistics LLC. So I put a lot of my time into that, but the
Mhm.
music ain't never going nowhere. I mean, it's my passion. So yeah, I did this track with my cousin. We did this not too long ago, but man, I love this motherfucking song. Like
Yeah,
it
man.
brings back that essence of what real hip hop is to me. You feel me? So
Yeah.
that's like one of my favorites right there. For sure.
What
Yeah.
is real hip hop to you? Can we just ask that for a second because I feel like everyone has a different answer, especially depending on what coast you're from. So, what is real hip hop to you?
To me, hip hop is just like having fun with music. I feel like that we done got away from that. And I'm not gonna say we because I'm not part of that genre. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like people as a whole done got away from what hip hop really is, and that's just to have fun about expressing yourself and what you do musically, whether it's dancing, whether it's music. You know, I come from a '90s era. You know, I pop in the LL Cool J tapes and NWA. I come from that era. You know what I'm saying? So you feel me? Run DMC. You know what I mean? So people can say old school, whatever, but this is what birthed everything that's happening to this day. So we always got to pay homage. Definitely got to pay homage. You know what I'm saying?
Now, before we get too deep into it, we got the great Curtis Kincaid is in the building. Hey, Curtis, I already
Hey,
know
Curtis.
you should be here too, Curtis. By the way, because you on the track as well.
Yeah.
In fact, if you Blaze, you can send him that link if he wants to pop in. He's definitely more than welcome to join us.
Let me see.
And then we got Brian Wojtecki. He says, "Yo, big props to Young Blaze and Rich Law. I'm a big fan of y'all. I'm from Aurora, Illinois. Shout out, Brian. Hey, make
Shout
sure
out,
you,
Ryan. Appreciate the love, baby.
Brian, make sure you like, subscribe, follow. We appreciate you chopping up Chicago, Butterscotch Kisses. We appreciate you for joining us tonight, man, while we chop it up with Young Blaze and Rich Law. Now, before we get into the song, Young Blaze, what's your idea of real hip hop?
Man, it's like a movie for me. I mean, also what Rich Law said, but also to add on to that, it's like a movie. You know, you got to have like, you know, and I honestly feel like it has to have your resolution. You have to have your problem. You have to have your joy. But at the end of the day, I think what's lacking with hip hop now is a resolution. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you hear all the yeah, I mean, you hear everybody rapping about like, yo, I shot this guy, hit this guy, whatever, whatever, whatever.
Mhm.
But it's like at the end of the day, hip hop always had like real hip hop. It always had a resolution to why I did what I did or where things are going. Now it's just like the bad guys are just winning, and you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
it's just like you know who do you really root for? That was the thing to me. So it was like hip hop always kind of seemed like superhero esque because it was like when you listen to LL, he'll tell you the problem, but then he'll show you how the resolution came out, or he'll show you,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, pretty much what was going on from this perspective. But yeah, to me, hip hop has always been a movie for me. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's a good movie, bad movie, whatever the case may be, it always has to have a resolution.
Dope.
You know what this
And
reminds me of? That 90s movie, 90s, early 2000s, Brown Sugar with Sanaa Lathan. And
yeah,
like there's the thing at the end, she's like, hip hop, she's doing her whole poetry thing. Obviously, like you guys know much more about this than I do. I mean, I will, hands down. But I feel like in the 90s and in the 80s, besides there being a resolution, I felt like we had more soul. I felt like it was more, like poetry put to music, depending on, the artist that it was. And today, it feels like that soul is gone. It feels like it's definitely about money, but it just feels like low vibrational music. So I don't know. Like I felt like when I listened to other things, like what you said, Blaze, I felt like it took you on a journey. There was an arc and you had, your climax and you had the end. And here it's just, like
Yeah.
you just talking just to talk. There's really
there's
nothing
no
to say. You really can't have that many haters. Like nobody knows you for you to have this many haters. No
Yo,
more.
that's so dope that how you put that. And you know, there's an analogy I always used to say, like, so, you know, you take the journey with me. So like back in the day, hip hop was your soul food. You had your, you know, saying your greens, everything like that pretty much on this plate. And then as we got into the 90s, you know, it started kind of getting a little bit kind of rough where we had like, okay, we put a little bit of bag of chips with this or whatever the case may be, but we still got some soul food right here. Then when we got into that shiny era with the Diddy era, it was like, all right, I'm gonna put a little bit of a cupcake right here. You know, got a little bit of chicken right there, but this cupcake and these little Snicker bars is gonna do the thing. Put this on the plate. Then we got to the Soldier Boy era. It was like, all right, you got a whole bunch of packs of annihilators on this plate. You know what I'm saying? You
hey,
got all this
hey,
candy.
don't disrespect now, ladies. Pineapple, I
I'm
got
just
pineapple now, ladies, right now. You
you're
did.
missing the nutrients. You're not getting your soul fed. And then so now, you know, you look at the plate now. People like, man, fuck the food. You see what's on my plate? You see
Yeah,
my plate? My plate is like it's made out of diamonds. I'm not even gonna put nothing on it. So now there's no
Right.
substance. So there's nothing on it. So you just basically admiring a plate. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
There,
Yeah.
it's just way less balance. For every NWA, there was a Tribe Called Quest. For every Lil Kim, there was an MC Light, Queen
Mhm.
Latifah. And now every female rapper has to rap about their bodies and the men they're finessing. If you're gonna be mainstream, and pretty much every male rapper has to rap about his ego and just be toxic. Not that I'm disrespecting the 21 Savage and Drake album that just came out, but it was really giving big toxic male energy. And it's just two rich dudes out there dogging out women and putting it on display for the world to see. And that's why the album didn't truly resonate with me. There's a couple of tracks on it that's good, obviously, because Drake and 21 Savage are top tier artists. I wouldn't say MC or lyricists, but they're top tier artists. So they got a lot behind them. They can put out good songs. However, there's no message behind. Well, the message behind it isn't positive for the most part. So that's why something like Rewind It Back is so refreshing. Ironically, it's refreshing. It's because you guys are.
It was too refreshing.
That's how you feel. That's how you feel. It was like he was doing a track himself. There was that little skip. I'm like, okay, big bro. I didn't know that he had DJ skills. This is something we just learning. All chopping it up here, just so you know.
My bad. These my PlayStation headphones. I accidentally pulled it. But yeah, I've been listening. I've been listening to this song all day, and I've been listening to part one, the production of it. You guys took the "Don't Sweat the Technique," right? That's the "Don't Sweat the Technique" beat.
Yeah.
From Eric B and Rakim, and Young Blaze, you flipped it, put heavy 808s behind it. You added a nice breakdown from our boy Curtis Kincaid, and then of course the lyricism, right? Rich Law, you started with the quick 2 fire verses real quick. Blaze came in with the anchor real quick to take it across the finish line, and y'all carried this track. Now, again, before we get into the song, let's get into the song first before we talk about what's next. Let me pull this song up real quick.
No doubt.
And BK, if you can mute our mics. Ladies and gentlemen, Chopping It Up Chicago with Big Bro and Butterscotch Kisses. This here is, I think it's a world premiere. I think it's a
pretty
world
much.
Premiere. Yeah. Y'all, we can honestly say you heard it here first. This is Rewind It Back with Rich Law and Young Blaze. Check it out, y'all.
And Curtis Kincaid.
Oh yeah, of course, and Curtis Kincaid. Y'all
yes, sir.
BK, if you can mute those mics.
You have more of the control.
So we gonna keep it at essence right here. So what we gonna do right here is go back. I goes by the name Young Blaze. Yeah. Chi-Town, what up? Real hip hop. And why, what up? Oh my people, what up? We're taking it back to the flows and the lyrics on this one. So show 'em how it's done.
I set it off like the queen of Miss Pinky, so don't even think it's 50 shots quick as you think you can blink. Metaphorical assassin, spit rhymes with a passion that's greater than a headache when you allergic to aspirin. I'm full blasting and backwood passing. Put sippers on haters' lips that just refuse to be fastened. You rappers is has-beens, you lacking lyricism. I'm like Eric B and Rakim, I'm hitting you with the rhythm. Come and get them if you want them. I got plenty to give them. Chickens kicking with them, get drunk and just can't wait to go hit them. Hollywood friends say we, mi amor, muy bien, pippin' in every city I'm in. It don't matter what race or creed. This 9.5 is guaranteed to give them a good taste indeed. Pace your speed, lay back and let me take the lead. As I proceed to blast off, mommy taste the seed. Mommy taste the weed, I'm a product of street hate and greed. Seriously, you need to be taking heed. I'm a beast, and if you want it, you can come get a piece. I'm killing cyphers with this flow, I'm leaving rappers deceased. Military inebriated, lyrical tech 9. Yeah, they gon' piss on your lyrics, but they gon' respect mine. I check rounds, about to do a meal in less time. Manifest nothing less but the best press with wine. Blaze!
Take that and rewind it back. 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 Take that and rewind it back.
It's the prodigal son, night one to the savior. Hip hop, what up? Quantum error here to save ya. The moves is major, the flow is unpredictable. I come from a city of killers so quick to get rid of you. I'm Chi-Town's best, minus the rest. Call me your highness, unless you want me to leave your spine. My line is they poking the finest and smoking the earth with the purple lining. Look, I gotta keep 2 clips when I'm out here grinding. The game is sold, not told. We make hits bricks. I don't flip birds, bricks. I hit chickens with fake ticks. I take trips, double digit figures bigger than 6. Giving haters double vision when I wiggle my little wrist. No breather, I'm eager to get rich and do it quickly. Let off like an M60. Corpus Christi, gone and tip me. Thorazine mean, I'm shifty. I metamorph into something green like Bill Bixby. Simply not the one that you wanna come test, homie. You blast from the burner, leaving you with one less, homie. No vest on me, but I stay with the Smith and West, homie. Reppin' and shopping west until the island of Stony. I shake phonies, call me the ace of spade and rap. Difference is I made the flow, you made the trap. It's QE, we taking over and invading the map. With Young Blaze on the track, take that and rewind back.
Take that and rewind it back. Take that and rewind it back. Take that and rewind it back. Take that and rewind it back. Take that and rewind it back. Take that and rewind it back. Take that and rewind it back. I hope you wasn't thinking I wasn't getting off on this joint. How you alleviated, deviated, anticipated the way I rated, invaded the product who numerated. How illuminated and made it, leaving you to debate it. Well, since you up on my property, guess I just real estated. Hadn't truly stated and mutilated, all up related. The way I'm spitting them, getting them, leaving them lubricated. I'd appreciated the game with an insane goal. Cause the lane changed and changed names and changed foes. May I compose a piece of my pie at the Alamo? My music is usually good for the food, it's good for your soul. So let's reload, I'm going too fast, you just let me know. Flipping it quick, from tip of the lip and I'm coming and gripping and keeping it going. That's so zone, I'm usually brutally keep it clear. I'm steady raising the level, the add a stratosphere. If you want to get at me, it's best you step through the red. In minus 235 days out of the year that you will be waiting and contemplating to get a turn. To notice you have no skills on the microphone and get burned. It made me learn that none of my business is your concern. So step to me, verbal weaponry leaders meeting adjourned. So after this record, I know that you gon' listen. You looking at the speaker like I'm another dimension. So whether you got the vision, you wanna know how I'm freaking the beat, I just tell them just
Peep the technique.
take that and rewind it back. 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 Now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Curtis Kincaid. Chi-town, what up? NY, what up? All my people, what up?
Woo-wee! Jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez. Jeez.
Man, that shit goes so motherfucking hard, boy.
Jeez. Hey. Man, all right.
That shit go hard.
Thank you. Thank you both for creating that. Thank you. Thank you, Curtis, for your solo. Oh my God. Like, play it again. Play it again. Play it again. Let's get it.
All right.
Encore.
Listen, we got Curtis was saying it sounds awesome while he was driving through Chicago. Shout out Curtis Kincaid. We got, I think that says, you know, Chris in this weird X kind of way, but it's fire. This individual says 100. Angela Tidwell, shout out to Angela Tidwell. Everybody that's checking us out, everybody in the chat, fire. Chanel Rainey, fire. Make sure y'all can keep liking, commenting, sharing. All right, man. Make sure y'all tell us what y'all think of the song in the comments. Fellas. I know y'all doing the video for this one. I know.
What?
Yes. So, I mean, Rich Law, I'm gonna let you talk about it. What's up?
Hey, man, let me tell you something. Everybody that's tapping in right now and everybody that's watching, I better see you motherfuckers pull up Sunday. God damn it. You know what I mean? There it is up on the screen. We live. It's a 90s vibe. So pop up like you just popped out a 93 class motherfucking act video or something. Nigga, we in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm trying to tell you, we got break dancers, we got my man on the motherfucking guitar. Like, listen, bro, I need y'all to follow through because it's gonna be a vibe. If you really, really miss that 90s vibe, this is where you need to be Sunday night, November 13th, man. Real shit.
Yes, sir.
That's
So,
exciting.
yeah, man. So what you want to know about the track, man? You want to know a little bit of history about it, how it came together?
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
Tell us. Listen. Tell
So
us about it.
dig this here. So actually, believe it or not, that track was conceived back in 2008. Was it 2008 or 2007? It was either one of. It was either 2007 or 2008. I got
7.
to look at my files.
7.
It was 7. So
Yeah, it
what's
was 7.
crazy? So like that song went through different reiterations of just creation. So what like the journey was, I had a track from a guy named Cheddar. It was
Oh,
dope.
shout out to Cheddar. What up, boy?
Yeah, Cheddar did a track. Yeah. So what happened is Rich Law was like, "Yo, I need that beat." I was gonna rap over the beat. Rich Law was like, "Nah, I need that." So then he actually had to the beat that Cheddar did. He actually had spit his verse. It was the same verse. You know what I'm saying? He had spit it to this particular track. And it was a cool joint, but I felt like it was just something about that those verses and those lyrics. I was like it could be expanded more. So then
Mhm.
I want to say like a couple of years later, going into maybe 2010 or 2009 or whatever, I actually took the original "Don't Sweat the Technique." I took the instrumental and we was rapping over that. Like I had him respit his verse and I was like, yo, let's take the curse words out. And
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And it was like dope for the time what it was.
That's smart. Before you move on from that, why did you tell him to take the curse words out?
Well, originally I was like, man, not only did I want my grandma to like listen to it, I want other grandmas to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I wanted it to be
That's right.
something where when you play it at a party, it blends in with
Mhm.
music that's already in the vibe of where DJ ain't gotta basically be like, okay, wait, I gotta wait till like the kids leave so we can go ahead and okay, we done playing Too Short, now we gotta go play this. It's like I wanted to kind of be a smooth transition from like something cool, smooth, and just just dope, from that essence. But yeah, that was it. And plus, of course, I wanted it to get a lot more traction.
Right, right.
Yep. So then what ended up happening is so I sat on the record for a very, very long time. So now going back into I want to say 2011 or 2012, that record literally sat on my files. And what happened is not too long ago, I was somewhere just randomly playing music off my phone, and somebody was like, "Yo, you and your cuz did this one joint that was like, y'all was just spitting lyrics, that was just going in." And then I was just like, you know what? I might go back and do something with that record. And this is the beautiful thing about owning your masters and basically keeping up with your masters because I went back and basically took the acapella and I just recreated it all around it. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? And I gave it a more up to date feel. And then to bring in Curtis Kincaid, man, it was like I was like, you know what? I wanted to bring it back to that 90s vibe because, in the 90s, records were like 5 minutes long and
Yes.
almost 6 minutes long. And believe it or not, like we don't, in today's hip hop, we don't have a third verse anymore. It's like the third verse got killed off. You
It
know what I'm saying?
did. You right. It went from 48 bars because that was the standard
Yeah.
to 32, sometimes even just 16 or 24. Like people just make songs and there's no formula to it anymore.
Yeah, like your
Right.
song's now running about like a minute and almost 2 minutes or something, like 2 minutes and 20 seconds. But I wanted this to be like back in the day when like Bone Thugs and Harmony had the For the Love of Money, where they had
Mm-hmm.
a version where they were just rapping, and then they had a version where the guitar came in, and that was like a big thing back in the 90s where they would have like certain records.
Hey, I can legitimately do that guitar riff with my mouth right now.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
Hey,
done.
no,
I'm done.
classic, classic. You just unlocked the memory right there, my dude.
yeah. So you already know. So that was like I'm Outkast did it on a few of their joints. Goody
Mm-hmm.
Mob did it. So that's where I was like, I wanted to kind of go back and bring in a soloist and Curtis, man. Like we sat in the studio. Believe it or not, he was like literally. You see where this area was at? He was right there on the guitar, killing it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? He was just right there killing it. And then I was just like, I said, man, just do you. I gave him a little bit of insight of what I wanted, but man, he's a talented man guitarist. Like, man, he's done some amazing stuff, man. So that's why I was
Yes.
like, yo,
If y'all not up on Curtis Kincaid, there he is right there. Make sure y'all like and follow my man's. He does his thing. He'll even take your favorite Chris Brown song and turn it into a guitar solo. You did.
You
check out
killed that, Curtis.
check out this video, Love Story. It's on
Yeah.
YouTube. I shot it. So you know, it was a dope situation. And shout out to BK. She was in it. Shout out to Chris
Oh my
Greer.
God. What? Hi. How are you
Shout out
guys?
to Lisa. What's up? What's up? You
I
know,
was there. I was at that video shoot as well. So like Sunday we are going to be. Let's see, where did I put that? At November 13th, Sunday, 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. 1950 North Ruby Street, Melrose Park, Illinois 60160. 90s theme attire. We want y'all to come through with your TLC condoms on your shoes.
You
We
feel
want
me?
y'all-
Band-Aid.
Yeah, we want you to put the band-aids on. You dig? The baggy overall short outfit.
You did.
It's gonna be a little chilly on Sunday though. So dress appropriately. You did.
Pull up.
All you need is a fur coat. All you need is that fur coat with it, and you'll be fine.
Yes.
Well,
Look,
here's another thing. Like, also, when you do come, you know what I'm saying? I want you to also bring something current. So we taking a little bit, just like the song, we taking something old, mixing it in with something new. So meaning, you know what I'm saying? Whatever your outfit is, bring something new to it too. You know what I'm saying? So we can kind of have like a hybrid situation of just the eras.
yes, sir.
Right.
High top fades, Cuban links.
Yeah, you see me. I'm on my Big Daddy Kane shit
Hey,
today.
look.
You feel me?
Yo, that look heavy as hell. That shit look heavy as hell.
Listen.
Hey, the sad part is I got two more. Nigga, I'm big looking like Mr. T in that bitch.
I pity the fool. Hey, so gentlemen, it's been a pleasure chopping it up with you guys today on Chopping It Up Chicago with Big Bro and Butterscotch Kisses. You guys will be able to find rewind it back on all streaming platforms. Y'all tell us what to do. What's going on, gentlemen?
Well, soon, like I said, we shoot the video Sunday, and then after that, that's when we're gonna try to have it like officially released following that week. Once we'll put it like this: when the video is done, then that's when it's gonna officially come out. You know, because we want to make sure you guys get the artwork, because the artwork is gonna be super dope. Just want the whole experience, man. We're just gonna go through the motions with this one.
And then y'all might see Big Bro and BK in the video on some dum.
Don't hurt yourself trying to helicopter me.
Hey, I might just for the fam. I might just go ahead and try to jump over. You know how you got to put your leg up and jump
No,
over
you
it.
won't. No, you won't. No. Be that young in your heart, sir. Don't.
Kincaid, listen, we owe you another interview, Curtis. Anyway, so you got to chop it up with us in this format. Come chop it up with us anytime. The door is always open to you, my guy. We appreciate you for even commenting and liking and sharing. Same thing for you, Michelle Jackson. Good vibes, of course. Look, y'all, the people feeling it so far, and they can say they was some of the first people to hear it. Go ahead and drop all y'all's social medias and all of the different things, how people can contact y'all, and one more time where they can find y'all Sunday.
Check it out. So you can find me, Young Blaze, across the board, spelled like it is, YOUNG BLAZE. That's on Instagram. Then you can also go to my website, which is youngblazesite.com. So, yeah.
And you can find me anything Rich Law Music, the website richlawmusic.com. And yeah, come tune in with me. And I better see y'all Sunday. Let's get it.
Who just came in? You know who that dude is? That's my brother right there.
I know he can hear us. Hey, I know he can hear us. He can hear this whole thing.
Bro,
hey, that's fam right there. Tell him to shave that mustache though. He look creepy.
Yeah, leave cuz alone, man.
No, I love him. That's bro right there. And y'all already know how to find Big Bro. Big Bro of Chopping It Up Chicago on TikTok. You might see this. You might see me cooking a steak. Whatever you did, you can find me on Instagram as well at Captain Albert 02. Facebook. You can find Chopping It Up Chicago there, and of course YouTube Chopping It Up Chicago. And then the lovely Butterscotch Kisses is not just doing this; she's doing everything. You did.
What? Yes, I am. So, besides being here, actually, our Instagram is Shy Chop It Up. Sorry. Facebook is Shy Chop It Up. I'm about to put that out there. Instagram is Chopping It Up Chicago. And then me, I am Butterscotch Kisses on Instagram. I also have a YouTube channel as well, same name, Butterscotch Kisses, where I go all over the city and I show you great places that you can eat. I show you like all the new pop-ups that are going on. And just, like what we're doing here with Chopping It Up Chicago. Chicago isn't just Chirac. There's like multiple languages, people, everyone is out here having fun and actually living mostly in harmony. And it's not just, a gun violent city. So I want to show you guys that.
Amen. All right. So we're going to get up out of here. We appreciate y'all for chopping it up with us this week. And you already know you got to check out the outro. All right, gentlemen, we appreciate y'all.